Welcome to Expert Talks by Kalkine TV, Sage here. And today's guest is Javier Hermosa Martin. He's a CEO at Krater Tech Inc. Founded in 2021, Krater Tech is a development company focused on using technology to solve operations problems for miners and hosting providers. They're building a marketplace for hosting providers too. So here to tell us all about it and share the insights from his work is Javier Hermosa Martin. Welcome to the show, Javier.
Thank you very much, Sage, for having me.
Glad you could join us today, and we're so pleased to know that Techstars London has selected you for their 2022 program. Congratulations. Would you please share some details of the program and what lies ahead for Krater?
So the program is basically an accelerator program for startups. So it's similar to Y Combinator, and so far we have met around 60 mentors in 2 weeks. It's been very, very intense, and we feel very lucky to be among the 1% of startups that actually applied to the program that got accepted. It has involved a lot of stimuli to better structure our thoughts around our market, to build a stronger product. So we're now trying to leverage Techstars' network of mentors with a lot of experience in our sector, so we can actually build a better company.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. So in what ways does your software help miners and hosting providers?
So let's define the problem. So basically we're helping crypto mining hosting providers, right? We are a company that's trying to create a marketplace for the crypto mining industry, and at the moment we're focusing on our software as a service for specifically the hosting providers. Hosting providers are plagued by problems related to the lack of automation of their processes, right? So they need to manage a very big number of units, and in many cases a big amount of customers, which makes operations at the current state very difficult for them because they don't have a way to automate the processes, right? So we solve that problem through automation and insight. Among the tasks, for example, that our software automates are in monitoring the machines, the miners in this case, triggers to restart the machines when they stop working, when they get glitched, and specifically and most importantly, payments and energy consumption. So payments on our software take place daily. So this way providers stop risking non-payment by miners. So basically miners send their machines to the hosting provider. Those machines need to be measured, or better said, the energy consumption of those machines need to be measured, and out of that, invoices are produced. So basically, the way it happens right now in the industry is that those hosting providers need to rely on third parties to calculate this consumption. They need to send out invoices at the end of the month that sometimes take weeks to get paid. Our software basically automates the production of those invoices based on reliable energy consumption calculations directly from the machines, and that allows basically the providers to de-risk on this non-payment, therefore allowing them, which is another phenomenon that we have observed in the last years, allowing them to tap onto retail. So basically miners, so people like me, for example, that want to mine cryptocurrency, they're not allowed to it's not that they're not allowed, but the barrier entry level for them is very high. They need to make a very big investment because the hosting providers only allow them to mine if they have 25 machines. That means an investment of around $200,000 at current market prices. So and then they require down payments to de-risk from the non-payment of invoices at the end of the month. So by automating all these processes, we're basically helping the small customer to be able to access hosting providers, to access mining, therefore trying to democratize this industry.
Great. Well, it sounds like you must be one of the leaders in the field because it's such a new sector that's emerging. Fantastic innovation. Thank you for sharing that. So in what ways does your software we've just covered that. Could you shed some light elaborating on some of the recent acquisitions at Krater, please?
Yeah, so at the moment we are onboarding several locations all over the globe. basically we are focusing right now on the US market, where we are onboarding a location in Washington State with 400 machines, so around 2 megawatts capacity. Then we are onboarding another hopefully another location in Ohio State. They have shown a lot of interest in using our program and our software. We are also onboarding a location in Paraguay, where surprisingly Paraguay is a country where there's a lot of excess energy that's being used for mining cryptocurrency at the moment. This started around 3-4 years ago, and it's big. That location is around 10 megawatts in capacity, and we are waiting for an LOI from a very big self-mining operator with more than 30,000 machines, which would be very good news when we get that LOI. So that's those are some of the customer acquisitions that we've had so far. And as you said, I mean, I don't know if I would say leaders, but we are definitely breaking through with our software, because I mean, to give you an example, Sage, today I had a conversation with a big miner in the US, and they were developing software themselves to do all the things that we are solving, because they couldn't find a solution in the market. So they were going into Googling days after trying to find the solution, and they couldn't find anything. So he was very happy that we had this common vision and this shared vision of trying to help automate all these very tedious manual tasks, and that we already actually have it. Like our software works. It's not perfect. I mean, that's why we are a startup, and we started 1 year ago. But for the time that we have been working on it, we think that we have a very good product, and the feedback that we're getting from our customers is great. So.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. I just love the solutions focus of technology experts. You just really want to get in there and streamline processes and just make it easy for your clients. So apart from miners and hosting providers at your organization, you also have a segment for the sellers. So could you tell us more about Krater for selling, please?
Yeah, sure. So I mentioned it at the beginning of the interview. Our final goal is to build a marketplace. The marketplace for crypto mining. And basically, in this case, sellers are hardware sellers. So we refer to hardware sellers. Since we aim to become this marketplace for the crypto mining industry, we have on the one hand side our software that automates tasks and streamlines processes. But the big vision is to connect data centers on the supply side, data centers, and these hardware sellers with customers seamlessly. And to give you an example, the customer story would be as follows. A customer signs up on Krater.io. They top up their account via Web3 payments, which we already have in the pipeline. Finds a reputable supplier selling the machine they want to buy. Selects the verified benchmark data center. We get all the data from the different data centers, temperatures the machines are running at, if they're getting overheated, which is dangerous for the machines, all that. So that's what I mean with benchmark. So they choose this benchmark data center. They get a quote for the shipping, pays for the machine. Their machine gets delivered, shows up on their dashboard. They get notified, and mining starts. As simple as that. No cloud mining. You just own your machine. We find that very important. That's an important value for us, that the miners actually own the machines. No cloud mining contracts. That has been in the past also associated with some scams, has a very bad reputation. So we want to get away from that. And basically, that's it. When they start mining, the credit is taken daily from their wallet and moved onto the wallet of the provider, and the provider can get paid out anytime they want. They get information about the operation of their machines on their dashboard. They can change parameters, the pool, restart the machines, everything seamlessly without any kind of complication. Like, sorry, as it is right now, when miners have to go to Telegram channels, contact the data center via some Telegram chat. There's no guarantee that things are happening transparently. It's a disaster. So we want to fix that.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing that with us. So at the moment, do the mining machines, do they sort of communicate with each other through the Internet of Things network, or are they separate?
So you could say that. So basically, what we do is basically read the machine's API, all crypto mining ASICs, and the programs that actually do mining on GPUs for different cryptocurrencies. They all have APIs, and basically, what we do with our software is you run a piece of software inside the network on premise, and that piece of software reads from the machines all the information it needs, sends it to the cloud, and then our front end shows you a dashboard if you're a provider, and a different dashboard if you're a customer, showing your machines, and basically takes care of processing all the payments, etc.
Mm-hmm. Sounds great. Thank you so much for sharing that. We're reaching the end of the discussion, Javier. Could you now talk about your objectives for Krater for the rest of 2022, please?
Well, first of all, finishing the Techstars program, that's going to be an achievement for sure. That's going to happen at the end of June. But now, on a serious note, in terms of business growth, we are centered on the SaaS, on the software as a service part of our product. As I said, we're trying to onboard and focus strongly on the data center. We onboard at least 10,000 machines on our system from at least 3 more locations than those that I mentioned. And as we will onboard their customers, because basically the customers need to also log in or sign up to our platform, so all the features, they can take advantage of all the features. That will open the door for our demand side of the marketplace, creating our growth loop. So that is our objective for this year, to move from focusing on the SaaS to creating the marketplace. And in terms of investments, we are looking to finish our seed round by the end of the summer. We're filling out our list with potential investors at the moment, some that we have met during the Techstars program, some others that we knew from before, and basically in our roadmap will be focused on developing our product and striking deals with new providers. So that's where we are right now.
Fantastic. Well, it sounds like you're definitely gaining some traction, and best of luck with moving forward with your plans.
Thank you very much, Sage.
We do appreciate your insights. If you just joined us, we had a very informative discussion with Javier Hermosa Martin from Krater Tech Inc. Please watch the full interview via Kalkine Media's YouTube channel, and keep watching for more of these expert talks and live market insights until the next episode. Stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkine Media.